GoodRx may be the best IPO we've seen in a long time. This company just went public over the past few days. Their ticker is GDRX, currently being traded around $49 a share. This operates in the healthcare and medical sector of the market, and this company helps save consumers money. So we're going to go over GoodRx today, discuss how this company operates, how they generate revenue, kind of what their plans are for the future, and we're going to evaluate their current financial statements to determine if we like how this company sits today. They are a young company that just IPO'd, so we're going to do a full analysis on this company. So by the end of the video, you have a good picture of what they actually do and if you believe they are a great stock to jump in and buy now. We're going to jump over to their website to take a look at their operations. You can see here, what they're trying to do is help people save money on their medicine and prescriptions. So you can type in your different medicine needs, or you can click on some of the more popular, and you can see here it allows you to pay less and it helps you find coupons in your area so you can purchase your medicine for a cheaper price. So their slogan is stop paying too much for your prescriptions, and you can see here they give you options to try to search up different coupons. So you can compare different prices, print out some free coupons, and save up to 80%. Their products and their coupons are accepted at over 70,000 pharmacies across the United States and within some of the largest brands in the pharmaceutical sector. You can see here Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Target, and Safeway all accept GoodRx coupons. So this company has done a great job of growing operations, and month over month, quarter over quarter, they're seeing massive growth in their usage. Before we continue on with GoodRx, as you know everyone, I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market. We go over different stocks you can buy, talk about all big market news and headlines, and of course, please hit that like button and subscribe for the daily videos about the market. So we're going to continue on with GoodRx. They actually have the #1 most downloaded app in the medical sector on iTunes and Google Play. They've also been featured on some very popular medical TV shows such as Dr. Oz, and they are featured in programs such as ABC, the Financial Times, CBS, and this company does a great job of what they're telling consumers they do. They do a great job of helping you find coupons and help you save money. So since their inception in 2011, they've seen amazing growth and they've been a major disruptor in the pharmaceutical marketplace. So GDRX, their mission is to help people find prescriptions for a cheaper price by allowing them to price check and negotiate with different pharmacy benefits managers. So they can actually help you save up to 70% on many drugs in the market. GoodRx has also seen massive growth. With a company like this, who is more like an app/website based design, they need people to use their program. And in 2019 alone, they helped consumers save $5 billion in prescription costs. And since 2011 of their inception, they've saved over $20 billion in total. Like I mentioned, it was the #1 most downloaded app in the medical sector, and they have over 17 million unique monthly users and over 4.5 million monthly repeat users. So you can see quarter over quarter, massive growth in users, which is absolutely incredible. And year over year growth each quarter, for most of the quarters over the past 3-4 years, has seen over 50% year over year quarterly growth in usage, which is absolutely insane. If we take a look at their business model and how they actually generate revenue, they take a cut of every transaction where GoodRx coupons are used. So for every different transaction, they get a cut from the pharmacy benefit managers. Healthcare professionals such as doctors can actually recommend GoodRx to their patients, and they're trying to do a job right now of improving their doctor infrastructure in order to spread the name of their service out there fast as possible. Another thing they're trying to do is they're trying to generate different streams of revenue. So their app gets a lot of usage, like we saw over 17 million unique users every month. They have also done a nice job of trying to expand their business away from just the coupon transaction revenue. Now that they have such a large audience using their app, they're planning on expanding into some advertising, of course, because when they have that many eyes using their service, that can lead to a lot of advertising dollars. They also plan on selling a subscription-based discount card called GoodRx Gold for deeper discounts. So if you are a frequent user, if you're a person who needs a lot of different prescriptions and medications, you can pay and use a subscription-based service to help you get stronger discounts on those prescriptions. Another service they've also launched and they're trying to grow is for $20, you can get a same-day telemedicine appointment. So this type of industry, this telemedicine sector is actually growing. Of course, with the pandemic, it allows people from all over the world, all over the United States, no matter where you are located, get some medical attention for a low fee of $20. And if we take a look at why this company has a lot of growth potential, not only are they doing great right now, the US is actually aging. The population is getting older. Baby boomers are getting older. There's a large part of Americans that are reaching that 50 to 60 plus range where they're going to start requiring higher amounts of prescriptions and medicines. And if you see here, by 2040, over 800 million people in the United States are going to be over the age of 65. And once you read that 65 and older age, that of course is where you're going to need the most prescriptions. So with the world we live in today, the fact that these people right now currently are younger, they know how to use technology. A lot of these people today have been adapting and gone through the transition to use technology, and even if they aren't fully comfortable with it just yet, they have a general understanding of how to use this technology. And of course, GoodRx system is extremely easy to use, and what we're going to take a look at is this is what leads to their massive expansion growth and the potential for them to dominate this industry. The convenience of having this app on your phone to easily check and compare prices is almost unmatched, especially in the United States where healthcare spending and costs continue to rise at a pace of 2 to 3x above GDP each year. Healthcare costs have continued to flourish and go higher and higher every year, but wages have been stagnant. Which creates kind of a more intense demand for cost saving for medicines and prescriptions. Higher prices to get the same prescription every year, but wages are staying somewhat flat. And GoodRx actually estimates that their addressable market has a total market cap of around $800 billion. Now we're going to jump into their financial statements. We learned what this company does. We learned how they generate their revenue from taking a cut of every time a transaction happens using their coupons. We know they're going to expand into some advertising, some subscription-based services. We know they have a huge market potential over the next 10 to 20 years. If we take a look at their current financial statements, we're going to compare the year-end 2019 to the past 12 months. They've seen nice, beautiful revenue growth, and over the past 12 months, they've brought in $470 million of total revenue. One thing that's incredible with this company is how low their cost of revenue is. You can see here in 2019, they brought in $388 million of total revenue. It only cost them $14 million to generate that $388 million. So they have extremely high gross profit margins. In the past 12 months, they brought in $471 million of total revenue, which only cost them just under $21 million. So they have extremely high gross profit margins, gross profit of $450 million, which is absolutely incredible. If we take a look at the overall net income, with a lot of IPOs we've seen on the market right now, huge net losses for a lot of these young companies. But GoodRx is actually different. They posted close to $90 million of profit in the past 12 months. $90 million of net income compared to $470 million of total revenue. This company's got some beautiful net income or profit margins. Absolutely incredible to see from a young company, especially where they're not really selling a product. They have a service where they're offering consumers the ability to compare prices and get coupons, which allows them to have very low cost of revenue, massively high gross profit margins, which of course allows them to be able to bring in huge amounts of net income at a very early stage for the company. If we jump over to the balance sheet, let's take a look at their current financial position right now. So they have total current assets at around $200 million. Compare that to total current liabilities of only $60 million. So far, beautiful current short-term financial position, a current ratio above 3. This company has a lot of current assets. They can easily manage their short-term debt and be able to operate the business. If we take a look at their longer term assets. $500 million of total assets. Included in that is $236 million of goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset. You can't sell goodwill for any money. There's nothing there for goodwill to actually can be cashed in and used to pay off debt. So this $500 million does seem all right for this young company, but a majority of that is coming from goodwill. Half of that almost is coming from goodwill. If we take a look, we'll use this $500 million right now. $500 million of total assets compared to total liabilities of close to $800 million, their overall ratio isn't the greatest. They have a lot of long-term debt on this company of close to $700 million. So this company has, like we mentioned from their income statement, very high gross profit margins. So I do believe they will easily be allowed to maintain and sustain these long-term liability payoffs over the next few years. But overall, this company needs to work on kind of reducing this long-term debt to kind of bolster up its current financial position and make it, more stable, more sustainable over the next 3 to 5 years. But because of how high the profit margins are, the growing user base, the growing revenue streams, I do believe they are going to be able to manage this current long-term debt without worry. Because they have, of course, more liabilities than assets, their total equity section is in the negative right now. Once again, we want to see that equity growing. We want to see them reach some positive equity and to increase that equity year over year. But over the past 12 months, compared to the year-end 2019, they are doing a better job. Their equity is less negative than it was before, showing that they actually have somewhat improved. So GoodRx, of course, is trying to save people money. Everyone likes to save money. There's no one out there that likes to overpay for things that they don't need to. So it's great to see a company where they're operating in a great market that is going to continue to grow, and they've done a beautiful job of kind of growing monthly users year over year. And this may be the greatest IPO that we've seen in a long time for investors to keep an eye on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on GoodRx. We kind of went through how this company makes money, what their plans are for the future, and if we like what they're actually doing. We took a look at their financial statements, evaluated this company, and compared them just in theory to some of the other IPOs we've seen as of late. I believe this company is in a very strong financial position. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. I am the Gen Z Investor, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.